Well, everyone, it was only a matter of time before we start finding weird things that Apple discluded on the older iPhones that iOS 15, brought, that were actually some pretty massive features that didn't, get on the older iPhones. Now, this is very weird because typically, in my opinion, with an update like this, there really wasn't anything super groundbreaking. So the very few features that were updated, even if there were a couple of missing, were already down so many percentage points of an update on these older iPhones because it wasn't that big of an update. So even missing one or two features, that's kind of a big deal in my opinion. So specifically the iPhone 6s, 6s Plus, 7, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, and iPhone 10, they're all missing out on some of these key features. First of all, live text. This is something I don't know why they didn't put on the older iPhones because it's just one of those big features that they highlighted. So what this is essentially, you can go ahead and copy text from images, which is actually really cool. And I was super excited to see this. I tried it on my iPhone 10 and you can probably see it in that video. When I tried it, it wasn't working. I didn't even know it wasn't supported on that phone at the time, but now we all know. And it's weird that they didn't bring this in because there are excuses like the neural engine or whatever the case is, but there are apps in the App Store that allow you to do this. And I've done this before, even on some really old iPhones. And the fact that we don't have that capability on these phones through Apple, but we do have it from other apps in the App Store, it just doesn't really make too much sense. And there's even apps on your web browser that can do this. You upload an image through a website and you can go and get text from that image. So I don't know what Apple was thinking with this specific case. I mean, it's very annoying, but live text is not supported on those phones. On top of that, visual lookup is not supported on these devices. But the crazier one is, and this is another thing that they highlighted like crazy, which is portrait mode in Facetime. So the crazy thing is, and it doesn't make too much sense to me because we have portrait mode on the iPhone 10, iPhone 8 Plus, and iPhone 7 Plus. So why can't we have, portrait mode on FaceTime on these older iPhones? It doesn't even have to be the iPhone 6s, but the iPhone 10, there's no excuse why that phone does not support that type of, capability. And the weirder thing is that resolution wise, even the iPhone 8 and iPhone SE2, the SE2 supports that capability. So I don't know why that phone has it, but the iPhone 8 doesn't have it. That doesn't really make too much sense to me. And again, this was another massive feature that they talked about. And on top of that, the spatial audio in FaceTime. Now this one, again, it's something that I feel like they could have brought in. It really doesn't make any sense to me why they did this. They say it requires an A12 bionic chip to work or whatever. It doesn't really make too much sense to me. I feel like they could have done this and it's just one more way of them trying to, I think, weasel their way out of certain features. But even just the 3 or 4 features I just mentioned, those are massive features that people talked about in iOS 15. So the fact that these phones already don't get live text, no portrait mode in FaceTime, and no spatial audio in FaceTime, those are already massive features. That's 30% of the update that I'm pretty sure a lot of people were excited for that's not supported on the iPhone, 10 and below. And iOS 15 is already a lackluster update. Pair that with these specific features not coming into our older iPhones, that's a very annoying thing. And like I mentioned, there's already apps that kind of mimic this specific thing. So I don't know why they do this. It's very, very strange. But I really hope Apple can go ahead and support these older iPhones. I mean, I doubt it's going to happen. And this is why things like jailbreaking and stuff are so much fun, because it just allows us to gain so many more features from these devices that we're pretty much not going to get natively. So take it as you will, but that's essentially all I have to say. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. More importantly, everything also of every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.